The Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union is committed to the ideals of good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play. We ask all fans, coaches, and players to show respect for the opposing team, game officials, and each other before, during, and after today's game. Persons throwing objects or participating in other acts in conflict with good sportsmanship, safety, and fair play are subject to ejection and prosecution. Your cooperation is greatly appreciated.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Boone High School for high school volleyball. Tonight's Rapid River Conference matchup features your Boone Toreadors against the Huskies from Winterset. Now let's introduce the starting lineups first for the visiting Winterset Huskies. A 5'3" senior number 2, Kelly Welch. A 5'10" junior number 4, Grace Anderson. A 5'9" senior number 5, Zoe Breeding. A 5'11" junior number 11, Ella Hall. A 5'11" sophomore number 12, Dottie Reed. A 5'6" sophomore number 14, Claire Seitler. Then rounding out the starting lineup for the Huskies, the starting libero, a 5'5" sophomore number 20, McKenna Olson. Winterset is coached by head coach Callie Schultz. And now let's introduce the starting lineups for your Boone Toreadors. A 5'9" junior number 1, Maddie Davidson. A 5'6" junior, number 2, Taria Hoyle. A 5'9" senior, number 5, Haley Lingo. A 5'5" junior, number 7, Delaney Good. A 5'5" junior, number 10, Jenna Johnson. A 5'10" junior, number 11, Maddie Parrott. And rounding out the starting lineup for the Toreadors, the starting libero, a 5'4" senior, number 8, Addie Elizabeth. The Toreadors are coached by head coach James Hills, who's assisted by SD Peters Carissa, and Rachel Wright. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your caps as we honor America the playing for the national anthem. High School Athletic Association, the Girls Union in the Rapid River Conference is
Oh. Good evening, Boone community. I'm Jacob Boone here with my partner Kendall Lehman, and today we're going to be giving you some volleyball action from the Toradors. Winterset gets off with the first point of the first set. Camden, how's it going?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Not too bad. Toradors are looking to get a win here as they've struggled a little bit in conference play, and the Huskies have been a pretty solid team. Over to Johnson. Hit. Huskies looking to get it back over. Hit by Johnson. Tomzovic returns. Tomzovic. Davidson. It's a spike. And the Huskies get back on the board, 2-0 so far in this first set. Toradors are playing some good defense. Just need the returns. Served by the Huskies. Johnson back over there again. The return. It was blocked by Davidson, but couldn't return it over. Huskies get right back on the board, 3-0 so far in the first set.
Right now, the Doors aren't doing anything too bad. They're just getting somewhat unlucky here with these points.
Yeah, I can't say I disagree with you. They're playing some good defense, just struggling to return the ball a little bit. Turned by the Huskies. Johnson back over there. Good. Tomzovic with the dig. Turned by Davidson. And there's the first point for the Toradors. That was a great play by the Toradors right there. That was a kill. Served by Tomzovic. No good. Huskies will get right back on the board, 4-1. There's a serve over to Hoyle. Will go out of bounds, and the Huskies. Camden, the Huskies are dominating on offense right now. What did the Toradors have to do on defense to get back on the board?
Right now I don't think they're doing anything too bad. They're just getting somewhat unlucky with the way the hits are going. As you see right there, just goes the wrong way off of Tomzovic for another Winterset point. I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing, and maybe the ball will start going more accurately.
I agree with you, Camden. The Toradors are just getting a little unlucky with where the ball's going, but overall, not doing anything too bad so far. Just have to get in the groove of it. And Johnson goes for the block, but to no avail. Huskies take a 7-1 lead in this first set. Timeout. We're back with you. To get back to this first set of action, Toradors need to look to get back on the board. The hit by Tomzovic over to Johnson. Spike by Davidson. Huskies return, and it will be in. Huskies get right back on the board, 8-1. Torador defense has been not great so far, but As the Toradors settle into this match, they'll find a groove. And there's the Toradors point. Toradors get right back on the board, 2-8. The Toradors take out junior Maddie Davidson and put in senior Daniel Escherman. Served by Eshelman. Over to the Huskies. Huskies return. Denied. The Toradors get back on the board 3-8, looking to make a comeback in this first set. Eshelman has been a strong server for the Toradors. She's looking to get right back at it right here. Serve over to the Huskies. Huskies return again. Denied. Oh, never mind, it was in.
What happened on that serve there is the hit went a little bit long, but it was tipped by one of the Toradors up front, and so therefore it gave the Huskies a point.
Good eyes, Camden. Johnson over to Hoyle. Huskies get the return. Saved by Hoyle. Returned by Johnson. Huskies with the spike. That time it got through. 10-3 Huskies in this first set. Huskies with the serve. Over to the Toradors. Huskies ball over. They get another point. 11-3 Huskies in this first set. Toradors' defense has gotten a lot better since the timeout, and their offense has been improving. Hit by Hoyle. Over to Johnson, back over to Hoyle. Hoyle is too strong, and the ball goes out of play, giving the Huskies another point. 3-12 for the Huskies in this first set of play. Served by the Huskies over to Hoyle. Huskies with the spike. Save. The Toradors cannot save it again. 3-13 Huskies in this first set of play.
Huskies so far doing a really good job putting pressure on this Torador defense.
Camden, if you've noticed, the Huskies have served to Tria every single time since this timeout. What do you think Tria needs to do to be a little bit, to realize this, to put some pressure on the Huskies?
I think she just needs to get herself into a position to be able to return the ball to the setter out there on the court, and then in turn that'll give the Doors a good opportunity to strike and get some more points here.
Toradors get on the board with that play. 4-13 for your Toradors. Served by Good. Huskies. Good save. Over to Johnson. Eshelman on the return. Huskies. Return. No avail. The Toradors back on the board, 5-13. Serve by Good. Toradors not deep enough, and the Huskies get a point. 5-14. Camden, the Huskies seem to answer back after every single Torador point. What do you think the Toradors need to do to become more consistent with these points?
Once they get one, they just need to keep stacking them on top of each other, get some momentum going, and I think that'll really help them out here and try and close this gap here in the first set, as it's now 15-5 for the Huskies.
Yes, it's a big deficit for the Toradors, but not out of the woods yet. The Toradors they do have these sneaky attacks where they're able to go on a run. They just need to find the offensive drive and the motivation to do it, and they will, as there's a Torador's point. Toradors are going to look to get an attack. And we have 2 substitutions for the Toradors. Senior Haley Lingo comes in for Addie Tunzovic, and junior Taylor Arundel comes in for Maddie Barrett. That one out of bounds. And the Toradors, back-to-back points for the Toradors, 7-15. They're looking to close the gap, getting some momentum here, set up for a win in this first set and some momentum they can take into the second set. Served by Arundel. Huskies response. Saved by Johnson. Turn over to Good. Johnson there again. Huskies barely get it over. Johnson returns, and there's another point for the Toradors.
Good play by Johnson. They're realizing the weak point in the Huskies defense and just getting it over right where she needed to get a point on the board for the Toradors.
Yeah, junior Jenna Johnson has been everywhere for the Toradors. She's definitely been a leader for this team, as she's probably the best assister on this entire team. She leads the doors in assists. Toradors looking for a save. Good. Back over to the Huskies. Save. Unlucky. And the Huskies fight back after that Torador, after the little Torador run. The Doors take Barrett out and Arundel out. Put in Tunzovic and Hoyle, it appears. Barely gets out of bounds. Toradors get right back on the board, 9-16. Toradors making another substitution. Junior Maddie Davidson comes in for senior Danny Eshelman. Served by Johnson. Saved by the Huskies. The return blocked by Maddie Davidson. The return again by Davidson. He's saved. Lingo saves it, gets it over the Toradors. The spike, the save, the block by Hoyle. Hit by Good, too strong. So the Huskies get back on the board. 17-9 in this first set. Toradors looking to fight back here. We'll see what they can do. Served by the Huskies. Returned by Hoyle. Return, miscommunication on that play as the Toradors. The Huskies get another point, 18-9, growing their lead. And we have the substitution for the Toradors. Senior Haley Lingo comes out for senior Emma Weebold. Toradors drawing up a good game plan there, but to no avail. 9-19 Huskies as they get another point. Served by the Huskies. Not over. The Toradors get another point. 10-19 in this first set. Toradors looking to close the gap, trying to take this set and take some momentum into the next set. Hoyle gets it over. Denied by the Huskies, which is denied by Weeble. Tunzovic over to Davidson. Touched by the Huskies, and the Toradors get another point, making the deficit only 11-19 now. Toradors looking to draw a comeback. Camden, the Toradors are getting some momentum going. What do you think they need to keep doing to to get the lead so they can take some momentum into the second set?
So far in these last couple of points, the Toradors have really flipped the script here. They've been putting more pressure onto these Huskies and making the Huskies adjust and make some plays on the defensive end. And so far, the Huskies haven't really been able to adjust very well and the Toreadors have gone on a little run here, making the set a little bit closer.
Yeah, I wouldn't even necessarily say that it's the Toreadors' offense that's scoring these points for them. Their defense has stepped up amazingly, and their blocks and just their ability to return and make the Huskies think about every single point has been crucial for them in this first set. The score's 12-20. The Huskies lead. Tunzovic on the return over to Davidson. Comes off the Huskies' arms in a weird way, and that's a point for the Toreadors. 13-27 point gap, and they're looking to draw back. Toreadors make a substitution. Wiebold comes out. Barrett goes in. Served by Tunzovic. Huskies gave him a tricky play. The Huskies returned in a weak spot for the Toreadors. No one was there. 13-21. Huskies need 4 more points to take the first set. Toreadors need 12. Huskies serve. Comes off Good's arm in a weird way. Tunzovic tries to fight for it, but the wall got in her way. 13-22 in this first set of play. Timeout. We'll be right back with you. We're back with you. Toreadors looking to make a comeback. Served by the Huskies. Saved by Good over to Johnson. Toreadors get it over. A return by the Huskies. Danny Good returns it. Hoyle, arms up, comes off in a weird way. Tunzovic tries to make a play, but once again, the wall got in her way. 13-23 Huskies. 2 more points and the Huskies will win this set. Toreadors need to find a groove and get a run going. Davidson might start that, and she does. What a play by the junior. Substitution for the Toreadors. Maddie Davidson comes out. Danny Eshelman comes in. Hit by Eshelman. Over to the Huskies. The spike. Saved by Tunzovic. Gets it over. Danielle Good. Saved by Eshelman. Over to Johnson. Over to Hoy, which is blocked. Danielle Good saves it. Saved again by Eshelman. Over to Delaney Good. Gets it over. Huskies. Return. Blocked by Barrett. Toreadors win that point, 15-23. Looking to make a comeback. Camden, after a long point like that, that's got to give the Toreadors some confidence. What do you think the Toreadors can take away from that point and try to add to the rest of the game?
You know, they did a really good job just communicating and making sure everybody was in the right spot for where they needed to be to make sure they were able to win the point there. And, you know, they just need to make sure they keep doing that and try and get back in this game, as the Winterset Huskies are now 1 point away from winning the set.
Yeah, 15-24 in the first set. 1 more point, and that'll do it for the first set. Comes off Delaney Good's arms in a weird way. Saved by Hoyle. Returned by Tunzovic. Good play for the Toreadors. Good communication there. Blocked by Barrett. Huskies really having to work for it. And that'll be in for the Huskies, out for the Toradors in the first set, as the Huskies will take the first set. 1-0 Huskies in this matchup so far. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back with you with the action.
Thank you for tuning to our live streams and supporting Boone High School. Your support is greatly appreciated.
To keep up with Boone TV, check out our social media. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Make sure to turn on that bell notification so you know when we go live next.
Now, let's head back to action.
And as always, roll doors.
Back with some action. Toradors lost the first set, but they're still looking to come back in this one. Only down 1-0. Cam, what do the Toradors have to throw away from the first set to try to take into this set so they can win this set?
In that last set, the Toradors had lots of missed hits off of serves. The ball just bounced the wrong way. Doesn't really set you up in a good spot there. Point for the Toradors, but if you can't get the ball into a spot where you can score, it's just going to be hard to win those sets against a competitive team like the Winterset Huskies.
Yeah, that was a good first opening play for the Toradors. Maddie Davidson on the point for the Toradors, and she's really been probably one of the most noticeable players tonight. She's been a star for the Toradors, not only tonight but the entire year, as that is blocked by Delaney Good. Toradors taking a 2-0 lead. Camden, kind of what you said, the Toradors need to throw away those bad hits in the first set, and they've gotten no bad hits so far in this second set. The Toradors really looking good in this second set so far. Served by Hoyle. Huskies have to make a difficult play. Saved by Jenna Johnson. Or turned over by Davidson. Blocked by Lingo. Huskies going to have to work for this point. And they do. Saved by Tunzovic. Over to Lingo. Spike. But not in. Huskies get their first point of the second set. 2-1 Toradors. Toradors making a substitution. Junior Trio Hoyle is out, and senior Agnesi is in. Serve by the Huskies. Over by Delaney Good. Blocked by Lingo. And there's another point for the Toradors, 3-1. Sneaky block by Lingo, as they will sub her out and put in Maddie Barrett for the Toradors. Tunsvik barely gets that one over. Blocked by Barrett and Davidson, both the Maddies. Return by Davidson. Saved by Johnson. Tunzovic over to Delaney Good, who is rejected by the Winterset Huskies. Toradors still with the lead, 3-2 Doors. Served by the Huskies, saved by Tunzovic. Johnson with a jumping save. And the Huskies put it right where the Toradors ain't, 3-3, as this second set of play is all squared up. Huskies looking to have their first lead of the second set. Toradors work for their point. They save it. Spike in, and the Huskies have their first lead of this second set. 4-3, Winterset. Served by the Huskies. Delaney Good on the set, over to Johnson, who puts it on the Husky side, and the Toradors respond to the Huskies' point, 4-4. The Doors making a substitution. Junior Maddie Davidson out, senior Danny Eshelman in, and Eshelman on the serve. Over to the Huskies. Huskies put it over. Response by the Toradors is accepted. Toradors take a lead by senior Delaney Good. Toradors 5, Huskies 4. Served by Eshelman. Saved by Tunzovic, and Eshelman going for it to no avail. Miscommunication on that play for the Toradors. 5-5. This match of play is all tied up. Save by Eshelman, comes off a little bit wild. Johnson not able to get to that one. Huskies get back with their lead 6-5 so far in the second set of play. The return by Eshelman over to Johnson, which is over to Barrett. Huskies looking to respond. Unlucky off the hands of the Toradors. Camden, the Toradors are looking like they're having a little bit of miscommunication out there. What do you think they need to do more besides just talking to get right back into this match?
Like you said, there's been lots of miscommunication so far. There's also been a couple missed hits, like I said previously. So they just need to work on just getting into a better position to score. But on the opposite end of that, they've done a good job blocking the Winterset attacks and really just putting the pressure back on them after those long points.
Well said by Camden. That one goes, like Camden has said, wild hit for the Toradors. And we will take a timeout. 9 Huskies, 5 Toradors. back to the action. 5 Toradors, 9 Huskies in the second set. Toradors probably could have let that serve go because it was a little far, but they do hit it and not enough strength. 10 Huskies, 5 Toradors. Toradors putting up a better battle on this set. Huskies get a point off of Torador's mistake. 5-11 Huskies. Torador's looking to play some defense here and get some more communication going to get some strong offense. It all starts with defense. Torador's looking strong. The return by Delaney, good. Huskies, response denied by Eshelman. Tunzovic gets it over. Huskies. Spike by the Huskies, and they get back on the leaderboard. 5-12 Huskies, as they're looking to take this second set to put some real pressure on the Toradors. As the Toradors, if the Huskies win this set, would have to win out in order to take this match of play. The Toradors back on the board, 6-12, point by Delaney, good.
Tria Hoyle subbing in for the Toradors.
Good eyes by Camden. Good on the serve. Over for the Huskies. Blocked by Eshelman, but no one could get there. 13-6. Huskies. Toradors respond back to Huskies' point, 7-13. 2 substitutions for the Toradors. Taylor Arendelle comes in and Haley Lingo comes in for the Toradors as Tunzovic and Barrett come out. Huskies response to the Toradors' point. Toradors save. Mistake by the Huskies, but they get it over. Johnson, Hoyle. Toradors, better communication on this play. Good. Over to Eshelman, who puts it over to Hoyle. Lingo blocked, but comes off unlucky. 14-7 Huskies. Tunzovic and Barrett going right back in. Lingo and Arendelle. Lingo stays in. Barrett stays out, but Arendelle comes out, and Tunzovic goes in. The serve by the Huskies. Spotted up by Eshelman, over to Johnson. And the line judge says that it appears Johnson or Lingo touched the net, which will result in a Huskies point, 7-15 Huskies. Huskies serve too strong, out of bounds. Toradors point, 8-15. Toradors looking to close the gap. Substitution again for the Toradors. Junior Matty Davidson in, senior Danny Eshelman out. Toradors serve. Good. Delaney good on the serve for the Toradors, which is good for the Toradors. Johnson on the serve. Puts it right in the corner and buries the Huskies. 10-15 Toradors as they have got some momentum going. And that is an ace for the Toradors. Our first ace of the night, I believe, by both teams. Johnson again on the serve. Returned by the Huskies. Good. Sets it up to Hoyle, who gets rejected by a Husky. 10-16 Winterset. Winterset making a substitution. See how the Toradors can respond to the Huskies' point. Responded to by Tunzovic, who gets it over to Davidson. Huskies looking to respond. Johnson jumps up for a prayer, gets it over. Tunzovic, oh, what a play by the Toradors. Get it over. Toradors point. Hoyle on the rejection. That was the best point from the Toradors all night long. Amazing effort by the Toradors. Hoyle response by the Huskies. Comes off the Toradors in a weird way. Huskies point. Huskies make a substitution again. 11-17 in the second set of play. Huskies are up. Toradors make a substitution. Hoyle comes out. Agnesi goes in. Huskies serve. Delaney good. Rejected, and the Huskies get another point. 18-11 Huskies. We'll see what the Toradors can do here to get back into this one. Out of bounds for the Huskies. Toradors get a point, 12-18. Substitution for the Toradors. Lingo comes out. Barrett goes in. Camden, the Toradors started this set off very, very strong and kind of had a little bit of a gap where they weren't doing too much. Now getting back into it, what do you think the Toradors need to continue to do in order to win this set as the Toradors score again?
The Toradors so far have done a good job defending the Winterset attacks. Lots of blocks so far in this set here. I think they just need to keep going on the defense, maybe look to get the offense a little bit stronger, and then just force some Winterset errors here later in this set.
I agree with you, Camden, as that'll be a point for the Huskies. 19-13. Huskies make a substitution. Toradors playing some strong defense here, looking to have a response to the Huskies. Tunzovic on the save, saved by Johnson. 3 unlucky hits for the Toradors will result in another Winterset point, and we'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back with you. Back with some more Torador action. Served by the Huskies. Toradors down 13-20 in this second set. Need to get a run going so they can take this set and put some pressure. Miscommunication again by the Toradors. Too many touches for the Toradors. 3 unlucky hits for the Toradors, and some miscommunication will result in a Huskies point. 21-13 in the second set. 4 more points and the Huskies will win this set. 3 unlucky hits again for the Toradors will result in a Huskies point. And the Toradors realize this and need to make a substitution. Wiebold comes in. Agnesi goes out. 13-22 in this second set of play.
Toradors getting a little too close to the net there. The referee doesn't like it. Point to the Huskies. 23-13 now.
That's a good call out, Camden. Some realized it, and that's another point for the Huskies, 24-13. Toradors need to get some points on the board so they can win this set. Toradors have to score 26 now, and that's a way to start it, 14-24 Toradors. Toradors, like I said, need to score 26. It is win by 2. These sets go to 25. Serve by Eshelman, giving Winterset some struggles. Returned by Barrett, who gets it over Toradors with another point, 15-24. Toradors getting some motivation and a little bit of a rally going. Toradors need to continue to put on this pressure. Eshelman serves. Returned. No, Toradors were home, 15-25. Winterset will take the second set. Toradors need to get something going here to win out and win this match. We'll take a short break and we'll be right back with you.
Thank you for tuning to our live streams and supporting Boone High School. Your support is greatly appreciated.
To keep up with Boone TV, check out our social media. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Make sure to turn on that bell notification so you know when we go live next.
Now, let's head back to action.
And as always, roll doors.
Back with the action. Toradors down 2-0. They have to win this set if they want to win the overall match. And that's a good way to start it. Serve by Arundel results in a Toradors point. 1-0 for the Toradors. The Toradors have been able to get off to a hot start, but have not been able to keep the momentum. Camden, what is something that you think the Toradors need to do in order to keep this momentum as they continue to start off hot in all 3 sets?
I think they just need to keep making sure the serves find the inbounds area, and then if it does, they need to make sure they keep applying pressure on this Winterset defense and make them make the plays to get the points.
Agreed by Camden Lehman. And there's another point for the Toradors. 3-0 start. This has been the best start for the Toradors, as that's a kill by the Toradors. Toradors need to win the next 3 sets to take home the W. Toradors' response is not in bounds, just off the line, 3-1. The Toradors are looking to keep the door open here and keep applying pressure. Serve by the Huskies. Tunzovic's response is over to Delaney Good, which will drop down in the Torador zone. 3-2 Huskies. Toradors lead 3-2. The third set of play. Return by Tunzovic over to Johnson, over to Delaney Good, who is too strong, and that will result in a Huskies point. 3-3.
Toradors got off to a hot start, but starting to cool down a little bit. Huskies with 3 straight points tying up the set here. Toradors need to try and get some of the momentum back on their side.
Yeah, the Toradors aren't necessarily doing anything wrong. It's just that Winterset's doing everything right, and they've done a really, really good job to always keep the Toradors in some sort of play. They just keep applying pressure to the Toradors, and the Toradors haven't really had much of a response for it, as that is another Huskies point. 4-3, their first lead of this set. Looking to go home early, take all 3 sets right away. But Davidson won't let them as she drops in a point. 4-4, we're back at all even. The Toradors make a substitution. Believe it was Barrett would come in for Lingo. Tunzovic serve, just short. And the Huskies will get the ball. Looking to put some pressures, they will make a substitution. Huskies serve, responded by Good, over to Johnson, who goes over to Davidson. Huskies return, saved by Tunzovic. Johnson, Good, makes the Huskies think about it. Johnson over to Tunzovic, who goes over to Davidson, who's blocked. Out of bounds. Huskies point 4-6 in this match of play. Toradors need to get some offense going to respond. Their defense has been pretty good all night long. The hit by Good. Huskies' response to that. We'll be right back to Johnson. Toradors get the point. Winterset got a little too excited and got too close to the net, resulting in a Toradors point. And they make a substitution. Toradors take out Maddie Davidson. They put in Danielle Eshelman. Eshelman on the serve, who gets it over to the Huskies, who the Toradors don't have a response. Bad hits once again for the Toradors. Gives the Huskies a point. Toradors just need to clean up a few of these bad hits, and they'll be right back into it, as they are only down 5-7 in this third set. Camden, how do you think the Toradors clean up these bad hits and start moving in the right direction?
I think they just need to communicate a little bit more, get themselves into positions to where they can win the point, and then just keep putting pressure on this Huskies defense like they were doing earlier in the set. But overall, the Huskies just a little bit too overpowering for the Toreadors right now.
Yeah, the Toreadors have been a very confident team as they keep acknowledging each other, they keep themselves accountable for their mistakes and encourage one another. But the Huskies have been able to do everything right against this Toreadors team. The Toreadors get a point right there, 6-8, making a substitution. Junior Taylor Arendelle comes out for junior Tria Hoyle. Danielle good on the serve. Tunzovic gets it over to Hoyle, who gets it over to the Huskies, which is responded by Hoyle, who is strong, but one of the Huskies will touch it, resulting in the Toreador point, 7-8 Huskies. The Toreadors have put some pressure on this Huskies team. The Huskies are going to need to bounce back. The serve by Delaney Good, which is the Huskies put it right where the Toreadors are not. 9-7. The Huskies make a substitution. Huskies on the serve. Over to Eshelman. Johnson on the block. What a play by Johnson. Johnson again there, who sets up a Tria Hoyle hit. Goes up into the ceiling. Eshelman there. Again over to Johnson. She's everywhere right now. Barrett gets it over. Barrett on the block again. Toreadors, 2 unlucky hits, and it'll drop down for a Huskies point, 10-7. That was a good effort by the Toreadors, especially by junior Jenna Johnson. She's been everywhere for the Toreadors, picking up points and assists for the Toreadors. Toreadors will respond to that Huskies point, as that was done by Johnson over to Barrett as they get some communication going. What a play by the junior Maddie Barrett. Toreadors make a substitution. Tunzovic comes out. Lingo goes in. Huskies right back to action, 11-8. And the Toreadors make a substitution. Barrett out. Tunzovic in. Toreadors keeping it close, 11-8. Huskies lead. Huskies serve over to Delaney Good. Lingo uses her size to get up there and the ball down. Hoyle gets it over. Johnson gets it over. No. The net a little bit too tall. Huskies take a 12-8 lead in this third set of play. Huskies serve right where the Toreadors aren't. Eshelman goes for a dive, looking to make a play, but to no avail. Toreadors make a substitution. Lingo out. Wiebold in, looking to change something up to get some points going in their direction, just to get some momentum carrying. Toreadors with a little bit of trickery. Act like they go to Wiebold, they go to Hoyle. Wiebold on the block. Toreadors block again. Johnson and Wiebold. The communication by the Toreadors, and they will get back on the board. 9-13. Huskies lead. Toreadors substitution. Eshelman out. Davidson in. Johnson serve right to the Huskies. Huskies return. Hoyle on the hit. Davidson, a little soft on the hit, doesn't get over, results in a Huskies point. 14-9, Huskies lead. Huskies need 11 more points to shut the Toradors out and go 3-0 and take home the W. Toradors respond back to the Huskies point by dropping in a dime by Davidson. Toradors 10, Huskies 14. Toradors make a substitution. Hoyle comes out and Arundel goes in. Arundel on the serve. Huskies have to work for their points. Hit it right where the Toradors aren't, 10-15. Camden, the Huskies have done a really good job at hitting it where the Toradors are not. What do you think the Toradors have to make the adjustment here for in order to cover more area so they make the Huskies work for their points a little bit harder?
Like you said, the Huskies are just really, so far they've been pretty accurate tonight. Right there, another point there for the Huskies. The Toradors just need to do a better job communicating, filling the right spots so that they can flip the pressure here and try and go on a little run themselves to try and get back into this set and hopefully back into the match.
Yeah, the Toradors need to do something and get back into this as the Huskies have went on a little bit of run, which is killing the Toradors right now. 10-17 Huskies, and they're only 8 points away from taking home a W. The Toradors need to get something going right now in order to get back into this. Need to get some communication, some offense, some defense, just sprinkle in a little bit of everything. But not right there. 18-10 Huskies. Toradors need to do something to give them some life. And they'll take a timeout, and we'll be right back with you with some more Torador action. Back with some Torador action. Toradors need to find something, get in a little bit of a run here to give them some life, and they'll start right there. Maddie Davidson on the point to give the Toradors some life. She's been a star for the Toradors tonight, giving the Toradors some life as she was in there on that kill right there, making the score 11-18. Huskies lead. Toradors looking to get a comeback going. Huskies response over to Johnson, which is over to Barrett, which the refs don't like touching the net. 19-11. The Toradors coach gonna argue that a little bit. The coach very appreciative of the way the referee explained it. And we'll continue. 11-19. Winterset. Winterset makes the substitution. Toradors only 6 points away from taking the L, and there's a bad hit. That doesn't look too good. 11-20. The Toradors need to find some life. The door is shortly and slowly shutting for the Toradors for this comeback. off the hands of Delaney. Good. Goes left. Toradors take a timeout, looking to regroup and find something, as we'll take a break and get right back with the end of this set. We're back with the rest of this set. Toradors looking to make a comeback. Barrett goes for the spike, which is rejected by the Huskies. 22-11 Huskies. Toradors down by 11. Need to go on a big run here in order to find some life in this game again. Set by Johnson. Over to Davidson. Huskies response. Delaney Good gets it over to Johnson, who gets it back over to Delaney Good, who is rejected by the net. 23-11. Huskies 2 points away from shutting out the Toradors. 3-0 if they take the W on this set. And if they do that, they'll take the overall W. Another point for the Huskies, 24-11. The Toradors really need to find something here in order to win this. Toradors' response to the Huskies' point is a point by Maddie Davidson with the kill. Not going to give up yet for the Toradors, as that brings the score 12-24. Toradors need to find something here. More points like that, the Toradors will be right back into this one. Huskies blocked by Johnson. Gets it over to Delaney Good, who gets it back over to Johnson. Delaney Good gets it over. Huskies struggling right now. Get it over to Eshelman, who gets it back over to Johnson. Back over to Delaney Good. Huskies again with the response. Too strong, and the Toradors get back on the board, 13-24. The Toradors won't give up just yet, as they are holding on, sneaking through the slightest crack of the door that still remains open. Eshelman, and it's out, and the Toradors will lose 13-25 this set, and will lose 3-0 on the overall match.
Thank you for tuning to our live streams and supporting Boone High School. Your support is greatly appreciated.
To keep up with Boone TV, check out our social media. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Make sure to turn on that bell notification so you know when we go live next.
Now, let's head back to action.
And as always, roll doors.